A good man whose wife died and left him an 8-year-old child. The husband was very sad about parting with his kind-hearted wife, and he cared for his daughter and increased his compassion for her. But after the death of his mother, who was caring for his daughter during work, he decided to marry someone else to take care of his daughter, and indeed he married a girl who had never been married despite her age approaching 40 years. And the husband did not know that this girl is hard-hearted because her marriage was delayed, and her dreams of the first thing the husband asked her was to take care of his orphaned mother's child, and reminded her of the words of Allah in the Quran, therefore do not mistreat the orphan, and the hadith of the Prophet, peace be upon him, if you want your heart to soften, feed the poor and wipe the orphan's head. The wife promised him that all her time would be for his daughter, and a month later, unfortunately for this poor child, she received the worst treatment of insults, beating, and the most terrible kinds of torment. The child's condition changed for the worse, and her father noticed that whenever she stood up, she fell. He tried to take her to the doctor, but his wife prevented him and claimed that this was normal. But the father told his wife that he would take her to her aunt to spend some days there so that she would get rest from her fatigue, and without the wife knowing, the father took his daughter to the doctor, who was shocked that there was so many ants inside her head. After what he saw, he cleaned her head, and the father learned from his daughter that his wife was putting sugar on her ear and nose after she tied her hands while she was sleeping. So the ants came in large numbers to her. The father was very sad and rushed to his wife to kill her, but the intervention of his neighbor prevented him. The police came and arrested the unjust wife, who she confessed about what she had done, and when the husband asked her angrily about the reason for this cruelty, she said to him, for more than a month, I have been asking her to call me mom, but she did not, and despite all the torment she received from me, she did not utter it. After the father divorced his wife, she was sentenced to prison. Then she turned to a mental hospital and died inside. The child was cured and returned smiling, just like how she was before her mother's death.
كلا بل لا تكرمون اليتيم ولا تحاضون على طعام المسكين وتأكلون التراث أكلا لما وتحبون المال حبا جما كلا إذا دكت الأرض دكا دكا وجاء ربك والملك صفا صفا وجيء يومئذ بجهنم يومئذ يتذكر الإنسان وأنى له الذكرى يقول يا ليتني قدمت لحياتي فيومئذ لا يعذب عذابه أحد ولا يوثق وثاقه أحد